This week we're talking about Samson. So yesterday we heard how the Israelites again did evil in the eyes of the Lord, and God delivered them into the hands of the Philistines to wreak havoc on them for a while. And even though they didn't think to cry out to God for help, he began to deliver them anyway. So then we're introduced in the account of Samson to a guy named Manoah and his wife. And Manoah and his wife, they couldn't have kids, they were sterile. Now that was about to change, but God oftentimes wants to prove to us that he is the one who gets credit for the accomplishment. I think of, because we like to sometimes take credit, I think of the story of the Betty Crocker cake mix, how when that originally came out, it was just add water, but that made homemakers just furious because they felt like they weren't contributing anything. And so that's why even still today, you need to add eggs too. Well, sometimes God likes to take that out of the equation for us so that we know that he gets all the glory. So anyway, God appeared to Manoah. Actually, he appeared to Manoah's wife first in the form of an angel. And he told Manoah's wife that they were going to have a child, and the child was going to be named Samson, and the child was going to be a Nazirite. So the Nazirite, three things needed to happen for them. The three rules that they had to follow. They were set apart for God's purpose, and they could drink no wine. They couldn't touch anything that had died, and they couldn't cut their hair. So Samson was going to be set apart to save the people of Israel from the Philistines. And so Manoah's wife was excited, and she ran to tell her husband, and the husband got to praying right away, and Manoah said, Lord, can you send that angel back down here because I need help in how to raise this child? And so graciously, God hears him, and he comes back in the form of the angel, and he repeats that they're going to have this child, and he repeats the Nazirite, that he was going to be set apart as a Nazirite. And Manoah didn't know it was God, and so he wanted to show his appreciation, and he said, I want to make you a meal. I want to make you a young goat. And the angel said, well, if you offer it to the Lord, I'll stay. And so Manoah prepared the burnt offering, and he had the fire going on a rock, and he consumed the young goat in the fire, and as the fire was consuming the goat, the angel of the Lord ascended into the flames, and Manoah flipped out. He said, we're going to die. We saw God. And we may look at that reaction of Manoah and say, oh, Manoah, don't you know God is love? Like, why are you so afraid? And that is absolutely true, that God is love, but he's also absolutely holy. And Manoah knew that, and he got it. Now, Manoah's wife graciously told him some common sense advice. She said, Manoah, if God had wanted us dead, he probably wouldn't have said that we were going to have a child. True enough. And so God blessed Manoah and his wife with Samson, and the story says that he grew in the Lord, and God blessed him throughout his life. But here's what I want to point out about this part of the story. Samson is the only nativity account in the entire book of Judges. Why is that? I think this is the coolest thing. God didn't just take a deliverer who was readily available. He grew one up from scratch. It's what makes us marvel at the nativity story of our Savior Jesus. Just as God grew Samson up to be the deliverer, the exact one that Israel needed, so God grew Jesus up, actually marked him out before the creation of the world, and he grew him up from scratch to live that perfect life we needed and to die that innocent death that we needed to save us from our sin and from death. Hey everybody, thanks for watching. If you want to keep getting these videos, which I think you do want to keep getting these videos, hit the subscribe button right there, and Pastor Jared, since he looks like a property brother, will come and remodel your house. I hope that goes well for him and you. Okay, have a great day.